The Rockaway, to me, is a very special place because it's where I gained my testimony of the Savior. It's where I really began to understand why I was out here. Our purpose as missionaries is to invite others to come unto Jesus Christ. My name is Elder Walton. I'm from San Diego, California. I'm 23 years old. Serving a mission here in New York City, and I absolutely love it.
My name is Elder Monday. I'm 20 years old. I've been called to serve in the New York South mission.
I think the main reason I came out on my mission was for the example of my parents. Both my parents served missions. I think maybe I looked to them and saw some of the things they did, and that motivated me to come out here and serve a mission.
I decided through the example of my older brothers and my father, who also served, that I would serve a mission. And I guess the ultimate reason is just simply because I really believe this to be true.
So I think you should read definitely the plan of salvation.
Every morning, Elder Monday and I, we sit down and we talk about who we're going to visit. We also talk about what we learned in our studies. We talk about the needs of the people. We were really thinking about each of the people we were going to see that day and how they can be helped by the gospel of Jesus Christ and how we can help them come closer to the Savior.
I think study is the most important part of the entire day as a missionary. It's where you learn. It's where you learn the gospel. None of us as missionaries are trained. This is all volunteer work.
As a missionary, we're together 24/7. We are never supposed to be out of sight or sound. So that can be a challenge sometimes where you get to really get to know someone else. I think one of the best things we learn as missionaries is how to really love people, how to see them for who they are and really try to see them how God would see them.
We meet with different people throughout the day. Sometimes we meet with members, and sometimes we meet people who are seeking to know what our message is simply about. And I bear you my testimony that there is no trial or there is no hole too deep in anyone's heart to be mended by the grace of Jesus Christ. As missionaries, we're not really here to just convince people that we're right, but we're also here to strengthen and give a little bit of hope to people. That's our ultimate message to the world, is that through the Savior Jesus Christ, you can overcome trials.
If you think about traditional 18 to 23-year-olds, that's usually a period of our lives when we're quite self-absorbed. And these missionaries give up all of that. They give up and leave college. They don't date. They leave their electronics behind. They leave really the world behind, and they dedicate themselves for 2 years or 18 months to really focus and serve their fellow man. And so they become outward-facing. They're more concerned about what's happening to their fellow man and how to give back than they are about themselves. And it dramatically changes their hearts.
The beginning of my mission was possibly the most difficult time of my entire life. It was super hard being withdrawn from your family, you can imagine. My family means everything to me. I came to New York and I was so homesick. Like, I really felt terrible every single day. For about the first 3 months of my mission, I went through so much, and it was really physically, even spiritually, really just a huge struggle for my life. And to be away from my family was, I can't even explain it. I get emotional talking about it because it was such a hard time. But when I was able to let go of them and to focus on others, that's when I was able to feel comfortable here. Was when I stopped caring about myself and started caring about others. It helped me to grow so much, helped me to become who I am today.
And that first day after the rain stopped, we all went out. We drove our cars to these areas that were affected. We went to Broad Channel, we went to Rockaway. The devastation was incredible. I remember as you walked down those streets, you just saw the look of these people's face and they did not know what to do. We started helping them.
I'll start on this first one.
We started taking out their floorboards. We started taking out their sheetrock, their dirty couches, all the things that they couldn't use. And that is really how it started. And it was a grassroots type thing. In that 6-week period in the Rockaways alone, we helped orchestrate over 11,000 volunteers and 120,000 hours of service. One of the most challenging parts of being a missionary has been such a strong desire to help these people. I mean, you meet people in situations that, quite frankly, coming from a great home in San Diego, I didn't know existed in the United States. And you want to help every single one of them, and you can't do that. I mean, there's just too many people that are in need.
Sometimes you walk down the street as a missionary and you grow such a love for these people, and there are some people who, they mock you or they laugh at you or they simply don't want to talk to you. I think that's one of the hardest things about a mission, is when you believe in something so much and then others don't seem to trust you or give you a chance. That's pretty hard.
A successful mission is a missionary that really comes out and fully dedicates himself. Not easy. You're giving up a lot to come here. And so the missionaries that come out and really dedicate themselves to the work, they see miraculous changes happen in their lives. A missionary that really loves the people and have desires to serve them, that's the really ultimate key to success.
My last 21 months as a missionary has changed me more than anything else in my entire life. And one thing I believe very firmly now is that people can change. Before my mission, I thought that circumstances change, people don't really change. And now out here, I've seen that people truly can change. I've seen alcoholics stop drinking. I've seen people that have tough family problems. I've seen them put their families together. I think also I've really seen myself grow. I've seen myself change as well, and that's probably why it's all worth it, is to see how the gospel of Jesus Christ can really help people change.
Before my mission, I lived off borrowed light from my parents. They said it was true, so it must be true. But every man is eventually, backed up to a wall of faith. And so it was a question of, did I want to believe in the church and stay? Or did I want to throw my religion away and go home and live the normal life? And through the first 3 months of my mission and through the hardship that I went through, I received a very, very spiritual and sacred experience to my life. The more you speak about His gospel, the more you teach people about His church, the more your faith increases. So without a shadow of a doubt, this mission has cemented my testimony in this church.